claims and release.
I don't know who said it, but I've been hearing a lot of people hearing. He says, "Yeah, I've been hearing all these words on Reddit, these magic words that just go from the interwebs onto my ear." Honkai Star Rail team like mix-ups and stuff. People who are like good at YouTube videos. I would love to check some of that stuff out, just so I can like make some OP team. Now that I got well.
Hello, guys and gals.
Not that I need the help.
And last year I made a video regarding Logan Paul and his crypto zoo shenanigan, and how he hasn't paid back in over a year.
Like team building, just team. I don't know. What are some cool teams? What are some overpowered teams like freaking Kafka? I did Kafka, Luca, and freaking Sampo, but that wasn't like that because Luca sucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I say a year ago, but it's only been a few days. Quite literally, we're talking like what, the last day of December?
Or like lore
ladies
videos.
And gentlemen, literally
lore videos
a
for
few
Honkai,
hours
I don't know
ago,
what's happening
Logan
in the freaking
Paul
story.
actually
announced
that he's going to start paying people back in Crypto Zoo. Okay, anybody affected by it.
That was a
now,
to
understand,
lady,
ladies and gentlemen,
lady
you might be
want
like,
to touch
wow,
the dragon.
you should be proud. You
Sorry, Muda, start over. What's
paying
happening?
people back in Crypto Zoo. Okay, anybody affected by it. Now, to understand, ladies and gentlemen, you might be like, wow, Moody, you should be proud. You should be glad. Obviously, there's something good happening. There's refunds being issued. However, Logan being Logan, this is not as cut and dry as anyone can make it out. Yeah, you get your money back, a tiny percentage of it basically in comparison to what potentially could be on the table. But you get your money back if you're willing to not sue Logan Paul. For anybody that's not knowing, a few days ago I did cover this topic and I talked about a potential class action lawsuit. Not really potential, it's a class action lawsuit that's currently going through the motions right now. So it is actually spearheaded by a YouTuber known as Attorney Tom, who basically runs his own law practice, very big law practice. They've got a lot of actual settlements that they've worked on in the millions of dollars, and Crypto Zoo is just one more notch they're trying to add onto their belt. Now, of course, litigation, as you know, takes a lot of time, and it basically requires a
chill. At this point, it's going to require actual, like, lawsuits to get their money back, I'll be honest, because especially when everything was happening with CoffeeZilla, which we reacted to, we were on top of that, dude. We were on the we were on the day by day with that situation. And that's why I wanted to, like, react to this quickly. Because we were back when CoffeeZilla was, like, freaking fighting Logan Paul over this. It was the talk of the town, dude, and I am still knee-deep in this. Like, all the way.
A lot of victims
I'm knee-deep in this doodle pile. Let's go.
Being that it's a
all the way up to my
lawsuit. Now, when Logan Paul issues a refund and he basically hopes that you don't sue him, a little waiver in there.
Well,
it's
obviously,
basically,
that's my
stop lawsuits like this, or at least stop the ammo from building up. Now, I think it's pretty crappy to basically put a refund that you should be giving ethically behind a legal wall, but let's go into exactly what Logan said, okay? Let's go look through this man's PR answer. Today, I'm incredibly happy to announce that I'm delivering on my promise to buy back base egg.
Why do we keep doing that? I'm double audio. I got double audio going. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, it's just because the audio is a pass-through with the Elgato. I'll get a new Elgato eventually. I'll get a new one eventually.
Base Animal Crypto Zoo NFTs for their original purchase price. This buyback program is being carried out at eggNFTbuyback.com. Is this buyback accounting for the price in US dollar at the time or Ethereum? That's an interesting question. So basically, he puts
originally it was supposed to be Ethereum.
Which,
originally,
eggNFTbuyback.com, and you can submit all your information through the site through February 8th. So I approached the Crypto Zoo project like everything else I'm passionate about, with only the best in money who shared our vision. I never made a single penny from the project, period. In fact, the opposite's true because I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to make it happen. Which, by the way, is chump change for a guy like Logan Paul, given how—
I just want to point out the fact that, yeah, he did not make any money off of this, but there was huge amounts of evidence that led to me believing that even though he didn't make money off of it, it had more to do with the fact that he just didn't, like, pull it off properly. Like, just because he didn't make money didn't mean that he wasn't going to. Like, he was fully it seemed like he was fully intending to pull the rug from under everyone. It's just that he had the rug pulled under him before he could do it.
how successful his,
so to
coconut
speak,
water,
he got left
energy,
holding the bag.
hydration drink product is doing. With this buyback program, I am personally committing more than $2.3 million to buy back base eggs and base animals from every person who intended to
Everyone
play
else got the
Crypto
money,
Zoo.
he got the bag,
Like
baby.
you, I was highly disappointed that the game was not delivered. Oh yeah? As I said a year ago, Crypto Zoo was derailed by bad actors. Bad actors that you yourself knew were bad at the time. Seriously, this guy added
Yeah, he hired-
like Eddie Ibanez. Forget Eddie. He added scumbags like Jake the Crypto King. Dude,
Which before he was the Crypto
motherfuckers
King.
from Mars were
Yeah, before he was the Crypto King, he was also pulling scams on like trading cards and stuff. The dude's wild.
telling you this guy was shady. All right, you don't even need to watch.
He'd
the
been on the
Pokemon
internet
box
for a while.
videos to figure that one out. The guy just gave shady vibes. All right, come on now. But again, ladies and gentlemen, Logan Paul claims that this was derailed by those bad actors. Not those specifically as mentioned in this post, but I think we reasonably can understand some of the other developers and minds behind the project. So they did steal money, bad actors here, and who betrayed our team while internally sabotaging the game. This has now been confirmed by an extensive investigation that has involved a forensic analysis of blockchain activity and the review of thousands of communications. Yeah, cool, they audited themselves. Nice job. With this evidence in mind today, I have filed a lawsuit in federal court in Texas to hold these bad actors accountable. So he's given out this 25-page lawsuit.
Of course, he's going to try to push the blame off to someone else.
Looking at it real quickly, involves Logan Paul as a cross-plaintiff versus...
But again, it's kind of like, to what degree, like, if he's trying to pull the rug on other people and he gets the rug pulled out from under him, like, you're just as bad. Like,
Eddie
that doesn't make it any better.
And Jake Scumbag, the Crypto King. Okay. And if you want to read this 25-level page lawsuit where they cover multiple counts of fraud, express breach of contract, implied breach of contract, unjust enrichment, violation of Texas's Deceptive Trade Practices Act, DTPA, negligence, fraudulent misrepresentation, and the conspiracy to commit fraud, you're freely able to do so, okay? So again, this is Logan Paul, from at least my personal understanding, pushing the blame squarely onto those other scumbags. Now, again, I think Logan is quite intelligent when it comes to cryptocurrencies because, as you remember, Crypto Zoo isn't this guy's first ride on the crypto rodeo. He's done a few projects before this, okay? So again, this is not his first time. But anyways, let's go into it. The lawsuit is the result of an exhaustive investigation and not based on just snippets of conversation taken out of context. So he's got to get the jabs on the people that have called him out here. It's real professional stuff, by the way. Cute. That include the review of the entirety of conversations and tracking nefarious trading activity related to the project. Nefarious trading
It's like
activity
he's still
taking
trying
minor
to,
facts
little
without
by
knowledge
little,
and with the intention of defrauding us all.
make, like
Don't put yourself at the same
gaslight
level as
people,
the
you know what I
people that
mean?
are
Like, just
allegedly
using that,
victimized
like,
by this, my man.
language.
You are, in fact, a complete scumbag. Own it. As far as the game itself, unfortunately, it will not be released. See, when I talked about this, one of his three-part...
Oh, he finally gave up. He actually gave up on the freaking game. After how long?
It ain't coming out. I personally spent $400,000... $400,000 on a Web3 HTML era egg game? Come on, man. YouTubers finish that stuff for free. I have it developed.
Bro, the game was like stock footage, stock images. Like, come on, bro. 400,000. It was legit freaking stock. Like, it was like Adobe freaking stock footages. Get out of here.
And after it's completed in early 2023 and some further diligence, unfortunately there are too many regulatory hurdles that would need to be cleared that I did not originally understand and would immediately delay this buyback even further. He just wants to rid his hands free of this Crypto Zoo nonsense, and I don't blame him. But again, if you were somebody that was excited for Crypto Zoo and the ability to breed and hatch animals together and all the stupid shit that comes with it, well, it's gone, okay?
Which is funny, because you could go and play, like, there's, like, the Pokemon mix and match, like, website now, where you can just, like, mix Pokemons together and it, like, auto-generates a bunch of wacky Pokemon. It's like, how are they beating you?
The game is over. It's all over now. Go
You
download
spent
a mod for another
$400,000 on it.
video game that replicates the same rough functionality. This buyback is a way for me to make whole those who intended to play CryptoZoo. The buyback is not intended to compensate those who gambled on the crypto market and lost. It's important to remember that Zoo Token was created to support the CryptoZoo game and its players. It was not intended as an investment vehicle. So here he just
he's saying it's meant to support the game, but you never even released the freaking game.
Dog, you know that people jump into tokens with the implication that the longer you hold on to a token that's gaining popularity, its overall per token value will increase. And therefore, they're going to make money if they start at the beginning, when they invest in at the beginning. But again, Logan Paul denies that this was ever an investment vehicle to begin with, and we're going to retouch up on this once we see his buyback website. So here inside his buyback website, what's kind of insane is complete this form to request a buyback for eligible CryptoZoo NFTs. Okay, let's hit start there. To participate in this CryptoZoo NFT buyback, each claimant must first submit this claim form. Okay, I'm not a victim, thank God. So
I wonder, are they going? Is he going to be giving people the value of the current Ethereum, or
what about things like?
Or the value of Ethereum at the time.
Eggs, but all right, whatever, fine. Some people are getting the refund. So what's important here is the waiver of claims and release.
I don't know who said it, but I've been hearing a lot of people he says, yeah, I've been hearing all these words on Reddit, these magic words that just go from the interwebs onto my ear. I've been reading a lot of people saying that, roughly speaking, the majority of people would be getting like what, $300, $400, $500. That's pretty insane, depending on how much you put into it. I feel like
by accepting,
at least I'm going based off of the few people that like actually came out and talked on the CoffeeZilla show and whatnot.
Anticipated claims against
so it's like maybe those are a bit exaggerated numbers, you know.
Claims like what's coming up in your actual lawsuit, your class action, okay. As well as against any related personnel, affiliates, agents, partners, employees, service providers, or representatives for monetary or equitable relief arising out of or in connection with CryptoZoo, including but not limited to this buyback. Your purchase of any Zoo tokens. So literally, he's fucking over the people that, listen, if you participate in this buyback, you'll get like what? I think it's like $200 for your base egg back.
Oh, $200?
All of your possible relief that you could get on the Zoo tokens, which, by the way, that is a lot of money right there. Or your purchase of any CryptoZoo NFT. You further acknowledge that the buyback does not constitute an admission by Paul of your legal entitlement to any amount, nor does it constitute an admission of any responsibility in connection with any actual or anticipated claims relating to CryptoZoo. Did he partner with Vought International? Dog.
Yes. Yeah, no, 100%. That's like, it took it. So basically, all that time that he said he was going to spend on figuring out a way to refund people and figuring out how to finish the game, he basically spent it trying to figure out a scheme to get away with all the... He's hoping that all these people just sort of see the buyback thing and sign up by accident so they can't become a part of the lawsuit. That's full-blown. He's just trying to trick people into signing up so they can no longer sue him. Wow.
A-Train's lawyer wasn't even this insane. What the fuck? This is crazy. He literally will give you a refund.
Was that a Boys reference? I gotta watch The Boys.
The fact that, hey, if you take it, you're not going to litigate us any further.
So I accidentally hit subscribe, stream to YouTube today, but it's okay because we're not watching anything that I don't think I'm not allowed to.
To basically,
I think we're watching just
keep
YouTube
himself
today.
Away from litigation to avoid liability for this entire CryptoZoo nonsense, this debacle, and give people, you know, a bit of their money back, or at least the victims in this situation, the initial people that put their money in for those base eggs, who minted those base eggs. Now, again, going back to his one statement where he talked about this buyback was not intended to compensate because it's not intended as an investment vehicle. Again, I gave you my personal beliefs, right? Like, hey, I think when you are people that have put this multi-million trading volume that happened on the Zoo token, when you release a token on the market in the crypto sphere, people know, especially those putting their money in and have the knowledge of how to put their money in, know that when they buy into a token that's valued at like 20 cents early, they expect it to rise to $1. They expect their initial...
Well, yeah, what are we talking about here? We're talking about crypto coin. We're talking, like, that's the only... That's the whole purpose of buying a token.
Investment to reflect better to be worth more a month, 2 months, a year down the road, right? Or at least in crypto terms, a bunch of degens want it to be worth triple in like 2 hours. But you get the
and
idea,
Logan
right?
knows.
So again,
Logan knows. He's not a freaking idiot. There's a reason why they sneak launched the game. They sneak launched the game. They did not tell everybody when they launched the game originally, so that they could buy up tokens for themselves first, and then open it up to the market, so that when the market started buying them, their tokens instantly started to raise in value. So he knew from the get.
About this not being an
just because he didn't burn his tokens or use his tokens early enough, sell them
better than I am,
doesn't mean he did not understand how to increase their value.
Taken Logan Paul to a class action lawsuit
and act in a way to do it.
Founders assigned themselves billions of these zoo tokens. They attempted to pay service providers, developers in zoo tokens, allegedly.
Yeah, look, they're even paying their freaking devs in zoo tokens. I guarantee you, with promises of, I more than likely, right, with promises of like it'll increase in value, yada yada.
Bought zoo token.
You're using it as currency. You're using it as money.
Price because they stealth launched it, meaning they stealth launched the
stealth
game.
Launch. That's a much better word than I use.
So they could buy it up at a low price. They sure acted, in my opinion, like zoo token was an investment vehicle. Zoo token, there was billions of dollars in trading volume in zoo token, yet for their NFT buyback, they have no problem getting people to waive their claims for zoo token. It's just so disheartening.
And I agree. It is actually quite disheartening to see this situation happen. Now listen, litigation is gambling, all right? It is kind of like gambling in a way, right? You could win a lawsuit, you could lose a lawsuit. But the fact that Logan is doing
this, also agree. This is disheartening.
In amidst a big class action lawsuit like this,
I just wanted to point that out.
That there is some sign of desperation. Clearly, this lawsuit doesn't appear to be going that great for him, and Attorney Tom and his team clearly have some silver bullets that they're going to fire, and they have fired, and they absolutely will take Logan to court over. Now, to understand, a litigation like a waiver that Logan Paul is providing exists literally to remove ammunition from, you know, people like Attorney Tom.
Yeah, but like how I guess, is it legal to do something like this? Is it like totally fine to like sorry, still a little sick. Is it like legal or allowed to just like try to trick people into like signing something with the promise of money to basically not be able to sue you? Like, is that just allowed? Can you just do that?
To get people to give up,
I'll give you your money, but you're not allowed to sue me further. Now, I'm assuming you can, right? That's how big corporations do it.
For any victim is you can get a portion of your money back, not all of it. You can get a portion refunded. And right now it seems like they're just examining accounts right now. The refund isn't actually given, so you waive away your right, but you still don't technically have the money in your hand yet. The other thing is, obviously, if you choose not to take the refund, you're putting your eggs, quite literally, into one lawsuit. And the lawsuit could go either way. So realistically, the victims, either they stick with this class action lawsuit and they hope enough people jump in to make this difference, to go over that last hurdle and to actually make a difference and take Logan Paul to a land of accountability that he has never seen in his entire career.
That's where it gets scary. I don't know if people
look, at the end of
understand
the day,
the wording enough or understand the context enough.
Okay, congratulations, Logan. But one thing that I've learned about Logan Paul and people like him,
I just know that I'm an idiot, and so, like me, I would probably be like, what? But I get my money back, let's go! And then eventually realize, like, oh, it's only $200? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't understand that part.
Do shit out of kindness, and they never do shit to make people whole. It's literally to free himself from any possible actual repercussions that he could be having. Look, at the end of the day, I think influencers who run like these crazy financial schemes, these crazy products on their fan bases that are so financially volatile, personally, I don't think it should happen. I think influencers should stay far away from stuff like that, because you are quite literally getting your audience to gamble with their earnings, right? Because again, like I said, influencers have the ability to image intimidate, right? Like a rich guy, a multimillionaire, you know, can sit there and say, I put $20,000 into like Ass Coin and it boosted up to 100,000. For
Dude,
the
that's my favorite
influencer,
freaking
what they
coin.
don't really denote
I got like
is
$20
they
in
gambled,
there.
right? They put 20 grand that they could afford to lose.
Yeah.
For somebody who's their biggest fan following it, they could say, oh shit, if it worked for him, it could probably work for me. I mean, that guy is living in a mansion, driving the Raris. Maybe I can
And
one day too.
all because of booty
But again,
coin.
obviously there is personal responsibility. If you listen to an influencer and put your money into a stupid product that they, shell out, part of me does believe that you deserve to feel the sting. But again, at the end of the day, whatever I believe it doesn't matter, okay? Like, at the end of the day, there are laws and there are regulations, and there should be regulations, especially around cryptocurrencies. And what Logan Paul had promoted, this game that he made, the tokens that he created, should never have been introduced for the average person anyways. This should never have begun. The only reason we're talking about this is because Logan made a decision to create CryptoZoo and the Zoo token. And had he not done that, the situation would not exist and people would not be victimized. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar, and Logan Paul is given refunds, but obviously with a pretty big catch. And is the catch worth it? I don't think so. The lawyer here doesn't think so. And if you have a case against Logan, maybe you should get in touch with Attorney Tom and join a class action lawsuit if you are eligible to do so. That said, this is me, Mutahar, and I am out.
I like his take. I like his take a lot. I can agree, yeah, like, there is a certain aspect of it of, like, yeah, you kind of did this to yourself, right? Like, why would you give it's freaking Logan Paul. He's not the most trustworthy guy, right? But at the same time, regardless of whether these, like, the people who supported him were idiots or not, he should not be allowed to get away with this. It sets a very, very bad example to everyone across the board, like for other creators, I should say specifically. And I'm sure that, like, because there was a minute there where every single YouTuber, popular YouTuber, seemed like they were about to start shilling out NFTs. So I like his take on this. I do sympathize a lot more with the victims, honestly, but yeah, no, I get what he's saying. 100%, like, yeah, you're sort of like, why would you give this guy your money? But I do want him to face some form of justice, Great video, Muda. Thank you so much for keeping us updated, my dude. Always great content. I didn't mean to go all caps like that. I look like a schoolgirl. Great vid! Thank you, Muda! Oh! Oh, what will I do without your videos? Ayoo, be sure to join the crew. Please like, follow, and subscribe. And hey, if you like that video, you should check out this stuff.